right, we are live on YouTube, and tonight I have a very special Fireside Chat live stream for you folks here, where I will also be letting people join me live on the air via Google Hangouts. So stick around, that's coming right up. All right, live from Northern California. Welcome to another impromptu edition of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli live. I am your host, Coach Eli, aka the Morning Rooster. That's right, I am the Morning Rooster because I am here to awaken your success. And if this is your first time here, please consider subscribing and banging the bell so that way you get all notifications and you can also start getting a better grip on your life, because that's what I'm here to help you get a better grip on your life. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, Brandon Manosphere, I love the new background. You like that, Brandon? Fireside Chat with Coach Eli. Yeah, I brought my fireplace, here in my studio, in my studio room. How do you like that, Brandon? The magic of cinematography, right? The magic of a green screen. So anyway, let me just make sure that everything is going through okay here. I just want to double check, have a good stream status. And let's see, it says I am live. I just want to check on my iPhone that the audio is going through and that we're not glitching or anything, that we're not having any issues. Give me just 1 second. You can hear that in the background. My apologies. I'm a one-man show. Let me see if it's coming through in 1080p HD. Oh, yeah. It looks absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning. All right. All right. So let me just see if we have anybody on right now. Hey, we have 7 people viewing right now, and probably most of them are blocked. Brandon Manosphere, only thing missing is you pounding out the activity partner next to the fire. I really don't want to hear shit like that, Brandon. You know, this is a serious nature type of show. We can have some fun, but I'm not here to talk manosphere speak or MGTOW speak. I'm doing away with that. And anyone that goes anywhere near the realm of manosphere or MGTOW humor, fake humor, attacking humor, I'm just not going to deal with you. And that's why, when I bring people on Hangouts, there are going to be some rules. You can be yourself and you can say what you have to say, but I will not be personally attacked. I will not be looked upon as someone that's just entertaining. I am a coach, and if people are going to respect me as the coach that I am, you're more than welcome to participate. If you're here just for entertainment purposes, this is not the right arena for you. But I will entertain you folks while throwing down. That's what I do. I entertain people while I throw down those truth bombs. Entertain people while throwing down truth bombs. Anyway, if you folks haven't noticed, I actually have a brand new bumper that I created. It took me a couple days to create it. I use Adobe After Effects, then I render it out in Adobe Premiere. It's pretty basic, but it still, took a lot of time to create it. So I'm going to actually go ahead and play it one more time here so you folks can see what I'm talking about. And I'll be playing it throughout the course of the night as more people join us. Cats eat rats. The Night Rooster. Hey, cats eat rats. Welcome to the show. For all I know, you could be Jamie the Purple Pill guy under another sock puppet account, playing nice. I don't know. Anyway, just want to make sure that the sync is, the video is in sync with the audio once again. I sorted out all those issues during the last live stream. Brandon Manosphere, I'll watch the rest in the morning. Though, brother, I gotta be up early. Blue collar working man here. Leave me something great to listen to for the morning commute. Absolutely. And I don't know how long I'm going to go on. It all depends on who shows up and how many people come here. I may be on for 30 minutes. I may be on for an hour and a half max or so, depending on who shows up. I'm also willing to let some people come on through Google Hangouts, and we can shoot the shit for a little bit. But yeah, before you go, Brandon, let me play the bumper one more time here. Check this out. And then it fades out, and then I switch scenes quickly. While the music keeps on playing in the background a little bit, then it fades. Is that cool or what, to be able to do that live on the fly there and fade out just like a regular pre-recorded video, but it's live on the air? So let me know what you folks think about that bumper. And while we wait for more people to join us here tonight, I'm going to let you folks, I'm going to make you folks aware, which is what I'm trying to say, of what I've been working on lately. I did actually do a nice 5-mile hike, a strenuous 5-mile hike on Saturday with my activity partner, per se. And it was a good time. Hey, Angel Munoz, welcome, brother. Hey, Angel, did you get a chance to catch the bumper I just played a second ago? Let me know if you saw that and what your thoughts are about it. But anyway, so I did a nice hike and I hung out with my activity partner for a little while. And then yesterday, I pretty much came back home, and I basically just got to work. I started working on my bumper. I started tweaking some other things. I've been working very diligently to bring more quality to my YouTube channel. I adjusted my green screen further. I moved my desk further away from the green screen, so hopefully you can see me a little more clearer today without much static in the background. The Nadia Faye channel. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the show. How do you like the Fireside chat? You like that? A grip on life. Love it. I'll play it one more time, Angel, for Nadia, who just showed up. Let me know what you think about this. Here we go. Yeah. I had to switch it up, man. The former stuff was getting a bit stale. I'm going to change it up, and I'm going to make this the best YouTube channel on the planet because I really want to help people. I want you folks to feel welcome. I want you to feel that warm and inviting feeling in my channel here. The Nadia Face channel says, how are you? I'm doing quite well. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you asking. I was just sharing with everyone how my weekend went. Brandon Manosphere says, the bumper is catchy and the wife absolutely loves it. You are going to make it with this one. Yeah, and another thing I'm working on, Brandon, I'll mention this to you briefly here, and then you'll catch the rest of the replay tomorrow on your way to work. I'm going to be redoing my thumbnails. I'm going to be taking more pictures with my high-quality digital camera, and going to be using more expressions. You know how some people in their thumbnails, whenever they discuss a particular topic, they show an expression on their face like, like, wow, and mine are just, the stale, same type of picture, same picture every day, same thumbnail, but with just the verbiage is different on it. So I'm going to be making my thumbnails a little more expressive. I may remove the date from my thumbnails. I've been putting the date on every one of my thumbnails. I may use less text. I'm really stepping up my game here. And like I said, it's a lot of work. I've been working very diligently in the background or behind the scenes. Nadia Faith Channel, Eli, what do you think about transgender women? Hang on a second, and I will be happy to answer that. LOL is the name of the troll account. I heard you go running in the park with Marcel Harding. Is that true? Well, the bottom line is that we don't allow trolls in here. So LOL exclamation point. You are banned. Hey, Angel, if you see those fake troll accounts there, ask stupid questions just to troll the chat, please go ahead and ban them. Do not even ask for my permission. Just go ahead and do it. Brandon Manosphere, when I come out to the Bay Area this summer, I hope we can drink some virgin martinis together. Well, or we can have a real martini, man. But that's right. You're not a drinker, Brandon. So, and I'm not that much of a drinker anymore. I used to be in my younger days, but, I just don't think it's worth getting drunk and then sleeping in the next day and then waking up with dry mouth, and it just ruins your entire day. Some people enjoy that. I certainly don't, but a nice drink every now and then, a glass of wine or, a shot or even a nice well drink, no problem. So that sounds good. The Nadia Faith channel. I don't want to get too far into it, Nadia. We could save that. And I'm not even sure if you're the real Nadia. You could be a troll account, for all I know. You could be Charles F. Gray, because Charles F. Gray was asking me that question, and I didn't even know what a trap was at that point. I had to look it up. But here's the thing. What do I think about transgendered women? I mean, it's your choice. I don't have a problem with anyone in the way that they want to live their life, regardless of your age, sex, race, sexual orientation, national origin, however you want to say it. It doesn't matter. But you have to, speak your truth, and you have to, live your life in the way you want to live your life. I'm to be honest with you, at least a transgendered person knows who they are. The orientation I have an issue with is the gender nonconforming, the non-binary, where those particular people don't identify as either a man or a woman. They want to be referred to as they and them. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, well, they either have a penis or a vagina. So biologically, they are a male or a female. But the bottom line is, they are now allowed to select gender nonconforming, especially here in California, which is what I'm trying to say. They're allowed to select that on their driver's license, male, female, or non-binary. So I think the non-binary people are confused. No disrespect if that's who they want to be. I mean, everyone can live their life the way they want to live their life. But, as far as transgenders go, you've made a choice to live that lifestyle. And as long as you're happy with that choice, that's all that matters. Now, I'm a straight man. I love women. I love pussy, but that's just me. I'm not going to project it onto anyone else, So that's my response to that. The Nadia Faye channel. Why would Charles F. Gray be this account? It is a legitimate question. Even Blair White raised it. Yeah, no, I totally get it. Look, I have absolutely no problem with anybody, that wants to live their life in whatever way they want to live their life. It's their choice how they want to do it. As long as you're happy with that choice, as long as you're not confused by that choice, as long as that's who you feel you were meant to be. So that's how I feel about it. How do I donate to Coach Eli for future reference? I will start mentioning my donation links. They are below in the description section. You can make a one-time donation to PayPal. And you can also become a Patreon or a patron of my Patreon by making an ongoing monthly donation, any amount. Down the road, I will probably have some Patreon only specific content, which is what I'm trying to say, to put out there for patrons. But I haven't decided that fully yet. I'm still working on it. There's a lot I'm still working on behind the scenes. You're very welcome, the Nadia Faith channel. So yeah, once again, regardless of who you are or where you come from, whether you're, gay, straight, lesbian, bi, trans, or gender nonconforming, it doesn't matter as long as you're happy within yourself and you know who you are within yourself and you're not confused about it. Okay. Again, I honestly feel the people that are, non-binary or label themselves as non-binary are very confused. And I'll be very honest with you, I'm seeing this more within our youth. And I'm talking about preteens and early teens that are labeling themselves as non-binary. I've seen this. So, I have friends that have, teenagers, and it's wow. It's just incredible. Jenny Gillespie. Hello, Coach Eli. Good to see you tonight. Are you still doing your show on Twitch with Charles? All of my other live streams right now with Charles F. Gray and Manny Rivera have been put on hiatus for the time being. They may or may not come back. I've been in progress of completely revamping and restructuring my channel. Let me move over to the full screen over here, because I think this looks even more cool than the other one. Jenny, how do you like the nice fire in the background there? It's Fireside Chat with Coach Eli. I better not go too far back or I'm going to burn myself. So yeah, they may or may not come back. Look, I'm really trying to focus on my message of truly helping people get a better grip on their life. And, I love Charles F. Gray. He's a phenomenal person. I still want to work with him in some capacity, but I'm not sure if that show is going to go on because Charles is very much involved with this MGTOW community. And I thought he was stepping away from it, but he's kind of fallen back into associating with them. And Charles F. Gray kind of still trolls me, semi-trolls me. And I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to work with people or have people come on my shows that are trolling me and are calling me a fake coach or a wannabe or whatever. I'm done with those people. I'm done with the haters and I'm moving forward. Let's see. Angel Munoz says, add a grip on life. Sorry. I'm tired, so my verbiage is all over the place today. Forgive me. Brandon wants a moderator wrench. Well, he's not going to get one. You don't ask for a moderator wrench. You earn one when I feel you've earned one. Ginny Gillespie looks cozy. Let's see. You think Cirque? Who is that? Is that a new channel? How is man not burned? Oh, are you asking me how I'm not burning? I think you know that. I think you know that there's a green piece of felt behind me that's allowing me to put a transparent image of me over this animated fireplace GIF file. That's the honest truth. But it looks cool, doesn't it? I mean, how do you folks like the name of this impromptu stream? Fireside Chat with Coach Eli. Hey, Angel, you want to join me live on the air for a little bit, buddy? I'd be happy to send you the Hangouts link, man. That would be cool. If we can get you to come on here, maybe you can share your thoughts about some of the things that have been going on that you've seen within my Discord. By the way, folks, I do have a Discord group. I haven't mentioned that in a while. It's called Coach Eli's Community of Unified Men and Women. If you want to become a part of that Discord, just go below in the description section, and you'll find that link about halfway down. It's a public link. Anyone can join with that link. Join and keep in touch with us daily and ask us questions in there, and we'd be happy to answer them for you. We love helping people, and we love collaborating and staying in touch with people. Also, you can share that link with anyone that you feel would benefit from the group. Basically, in the group, we talk about anything and everything. We can talk about how to grow your YouTube channel. I'm an entrepreneur, so I help people grow their businesses. YouTube is one of them. And I'm trying to grow a secondary business aside from my primary business out here on YouTube. We could talk about philosophy and finance. We also talk about, relationships. That's one of the biggest things I help people with is their relationships. Or are there relationships, dating relationships, marriages. And, today's day and age, it's a whole new ball game. So there's a lot more to learn. And I've been through a lot. And I have a lot of my experiences to share with people. So, if you want more of Coach Eli and Coach Eli's friends behind the scenes, join the Discord, Coach Eli's Community of Unified Men and Women. The link is below, once again, in the description section. If anyone does decide to donate, somebody mentioned the donate link earlier tonight. I don't have my email open. I will acknowledge you in a future video. Futuristically, I will be set with having email open a separate window, but I didn't get a chance to open that today. I've just had a lot going on, and I had to quickly throw this live stream together at the last minute. I wanted to put something out here so you folks know I'm still around while I'm still making changes to my channel. So that's what's going on. Let's see. Sorry, not see before. Impressive visuals. Friends of Dorothy. Hey, welcome to the show, Friends of Dorothy. How did you folks find out about the channel? I'm just curious to know. If you can type that in the chat. I would love to come on. I have some things to get off my chest. Okay, Angel Munoz. I'm going to go ahead and send you the link, and I'm going to open up the YouTube Hangout screen. Okay, where is my Hangout screen? Where is it at? Give me a second here, bro. There it is. It's on there. All right, Angel, I'm going to go ahead and send you the link. And you got some things to get off your chest. All right, brother Angel, you now have the link. And I just kind of threw this together at the last minute. So I kind of put the Hangouts screen over here on this side, right up here. I'm trying to get used to the green screen here.
Hello.
Angel, brother Angel, how are you, man? I think we're freezing here.
What? Say that again?
Yeah, I think we're freezing here. Give me 1 second, bro. I don't know what's going on here.
Well, you may be freezing on your stream, but I'm freezing my butt off down here in Minnesota thanks to me having to come back to this freezing ass weather. Sorry, my language.
No, your language is just fine, man. Hang on.
Okay, it's just that sometimes some people are very strict about how they say things, and I just want to make sure you are okay with it.
Oh, no problem. All right, there we go. I wanted to. Now you could probably see me there.
Back to. Yeah, I see you on the side.
Interesting. You know, it used to be that Hangouts used to toggle the buttons up here, but it looks like are your Hangout buttons? Are you on a computer, Angel?
Yeah, I'm on a computer, not a phone.
Yeah. When you're looking at the Hangout screen, is the Hangout button still showing there?
Nah, cause this is like a private thing because but what I see right now is the microphone to mute myself that I just did. The camera on and off button, as you can probably see here, and then there's the little message bar that allows you to chat with people. So I don't see the little Hangout thing that says Google on top, or the little Hangout symbol when you start and end a live stream.
Yeah. Let me do this here real quick here. Let me send you a new Hangout link here because I don't. This stuff up here is supposed to actually fade out. Doing a little testing here, so I'm gonna hang this up. I'm gonna send you a link in just 1 second. All right, brother?
All right, I'll go ahead and get off.
All right. All right. So let's just close that down, and let's start a new screen here and see if that fixes the issue there. My apologies for that. All right. So we've got that. And let me send Angel the new link here. All right, Angel, you've got the new link there, brother. You've got the new link. Give me just 1 second here. Maybe, oh, there we go. Wait a minute. It's not showing there. It's showing Google Hangouts.
Yeah, it's working now.
Yeah, give me 1 second here. I need to switch over to the Hangouts video call.
All right.
There we go. Now it removed. Now the screen is clean. Yeah, sometimes Hangouts will freeze. It wasn't on my end, Angel, but uh, I didn't want to have the extra
I'm not
stuff.
sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's on my end because I have a great computer, as you're probably well aware of. When I showed it to you down in Arizona, and even though I kind of am in the midst of thinking about upgrading the processor of mine to the i7, I just don't know how much it'll cost or how much it'll be. Because like, let's say if I were to buy the i7 processor and to have someone install it, it could cost more than the processor itself because there's no free installation if I were to have someone at Best Buy do it for me.
Oh, okay.
Because I just never does the when and doggled around computers. Even though I have upgraded my storage option and upgraded my memory here and there, I just don't know anything about the beyond basis of like a processor.
Oh, yeah. Well, i7, they have i9s now, but they're extremely expensive. Like, one of these days, maybe in a year or so, I'm going to save up some money and I guess, I could always charge it, but, I don't like putting myself in debt or spending a large chunk of money at once. I kind of like to plan things and save for things. But yeah, my opinion, minimum i7 with 16 gigs of RAM, which is what I have, quad core processor with 8 threads, which is what I have minimum to be able to do all of this, or greater. But even some of the newer, like this is, I have my i7 Angel
Yeah.
is a third generation i7. It's about six
Oh,
years old.
so yours is a third generation, but I know that there's the eighth generation processors, and that's what my computer is. Even though it's not an i7, it's an i5 eighth gen Intel Core quad core processor. But
Yeah,
for me, if I were to go with the same generation of processor and go from an i5 quad to an i7, I'm not sure how big of a difference it'll be. I mean, right now I only have 8 gigs of RAM, 8K memory, and even though I'm able to upgrade and and expand it to 16, I just don't use that very much RAM or memory because I don't do things multi-serve.
yeah,
I usually just stick to one thing and then go after the next. Like, let's say if I was to do a gaming live stream from OBS on my computer and play one of the games that are on my computer, like uh, Candy Crush Saga, or one of the Xbox games I have, like Forza Horizon 3. I would basically just wait till then because I don't want to like the toggle too much at the same time, or else it might make
yeah,
the computer a bit too slow and a bit too heavy
yeah.
at work.
You have a good system, Angel. That your eighth generation i5 is at least as good, maybe even better than my i7. The newest generation of i5s are pretty much as good or a little better than the previous generation i7. So you got a great system there. Now, let me ask you this. You wanted to mention a few things. I know you've been hanging out in the Discord, and you're a moderator not only on my YouTube channel but also on my in my Discord group.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you for your service because you've done a great job. Even in the past, some of the people that used to be a part of that group that you removed and I brought back, I had to end up removing them, and you were right all along. I just wanted to give you a
I
big round
told
of
you.
applause for
I
that.
told you. Cause the thing is, you saw the names that I like gave to you know who and such. That's what they are because believe it or not, the Joe blocked me on Google Plus and Hangouts, and I just think it kind of funny that he did that. And if he's gonna come after me, well fine. Because in the end, I'm just gonna continue on the doing my own thing and doing my own stuff because I'm planning on doing a call-in show sometime soon on my channel.
Oh wow, wow. Interesting. No, that's good, man. So you plan on doing a call-in show on your channel?
Because basically, I just want to talk about things about not necessarily like controversial or the sensitive stuff. Basically, stuff that everyone as a human being goes through, like the struggle with parents, the whole YouTube rules and such. Because now there's like some form of new guidelines for giveaways and support streams. Because one of my YouTubers that I follow, he wasn't hit with the strike at all. It was just like a warning because he got done doing the giveaway and got some form of like warning from YouTube and such. So basically, everything that we go through in our life and we go through here on YouTube as creators and content people. Because I just want, because one of the things I'm going to be discussing and scheduling for this upcoming Saturday is about how support streams and giveaways can affect your channel. And the other thing I want to discuss is how self promotion. Why is self promotion a bad thing? Because I see some channels that restrict you from self promoting, like you telling, "Hey, I just uploaded a video. Hope you can check it out." Or I'm this number away from this milestone on my channel, which I understand that some
Yeah.
people that are kind of inferior or like worrisome about it. But for me, I don't mind self promotion. Even you're allowed to self promote, like during this stuff like mentioned about your channel and what you do and how people can get in contact with you and follow you around on social media. I'm okay with self promotion to a minimum, but if it's like a constant basis, like tell about your the channel 50 times in 1 hour, or like trying to drag people to your channel and such, and tell them that you upload a new video like 100 times in less than 30 minutes. That's where I kind of have people stay as to say, okay, if you do it one last time, you're out of here.
Right. Yeah. No, you make sense there, Angel. Here's the thing. My take on that. You want to hear my take on self promotion?
Yeah,
I think it's only okay to a certain extent. Now, here's the thing. What you don't want to do is go to a YouTube channel that has 10,000, 30,000, 50,000 subscribers and go there and just start promoting your shit. Because obviously, you're there to self promote and not support the channel. That channel owner had to bust his or her ass to get to the level of where they are at. And the last thing
yeah,
they
that's
want is,
understandable.
yeah, the last thing they want is, someone going there just trying to leech from them and not support them. The right way to do it, in my opinion, is you go to the channel and James Cox, he is as much as I love James, don't get me wrong. I've apologized to many people from the I Am a Creator community for attacking James in the past. And I apologize to James, and I kind of, been talking with him a little bit behind the scenes, and hopefully him and I can reconnect soon. He has the right idea, but it needs to be done for the right reasons. You need to go to a channel that you like and watch the video all the way through. And if you like the video, hit the like button and then make a comment, make a genuine comment saying, "Hey, I just saw your video. What is that?"
Right now, I'm logging into my Discord on my computer here, and I just started my computer to the factory
Oh,
default settings. So right now,
I'm
all the settings on the Discord when I logged into my account are there, kind of like how every single notification, sound and bell was enabled. So I was just like disabling all in case I ever like have someone on Discord making a comment, because I'm joined to more than one server. I'm joined to like several.
Okay. Hey, friend of Dorothy, I would love to come on to chat. This is interesting. Friend of Dorothy, I don't even know who you are. Can you let us know how you found out about this channel? I'm a little leery about letting brand new people come on the Hangouts so I get to know them. I typically like to talk to people privately on Hangouts. I've known Angel for a long time, and many other people that have been following me for a while. As far back as my previous channel before I shut it down 6 months ago. So let us know a little bit more about you, and then maybe we can talk privately, sometime soon, get to know each other, and then I can maybe come on a future show. So Angel, I was a little distracted by those sounds, but let's get back on track here. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's okay if you go to the channel and you genuinely like the content and you subscribe and you click like because you like the video, and then you make a comment and you say, hey, I like, this is a great video, awesome, I'm looking to collaborate with people. If you're interested, let me know, or just make a comment saying, hey, you know what, I like your video, great job, keep up the great work. Now,
By the way,
yeah.
so sorry to interrupt you. Friend of Dorothy says I said earlier I came from Annie's channel, Wonderful Young Man, because apparently she came from Manny's channel, who you did an interview with about a month ago.
Oh, say that one more time, because I was reading the chat as well. So Dorothy was on the chat when I was doing the show with Manny.
Yeah, well, if you let me say again, Dorothy says that in the chat there, I said earlier I came from Annie's channel, Wonderful Young Man. So what she's saying is that she came from Annie, she came here. I think Manny mentioned about you during one of his streams earlier, because he did 2 live streams today. One with Yin Yang for some spiritual advice, and another one with another person by the name of Spirit Someone. I'm not sure. And so I think during one of those streams, Maggie kind of mentioned your channel, and that's where the friend of Dorothy is coming from.
Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I said earlier I came from Manny's channel, Wonderful Young Man. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed that. I'm trying to get to know everybody. Okay. Fantastic. And I do hope to do some more live streams with Manny in the future. Good night, Brandon Manosphere. Thanks for stopping by. Is this a systole on the Elf stream?
On the live stream, do I look like him to you?
What's that?
I think he's asking if I'm a Sicily.
Oh, well, no. I've been talking with a Sicily through Google Hangouts. He messages me every day. Him and I have a pretty good friendship offline, and I do respect the guy, and I do hope to one day, get him back on a stream every now and then. I would love to interview him. He wants really nothing to do with the former MGTOW Manosphere group as well. He's been enjoying a peaceful life without any of the crazy shenanigans that these other guys not only put me through, but put him through. So that's something that I hope to speak with him about, down the road in the future, but I'm not going to push him, just like people tried to push me when I left YouTube 6 months ago from my former channel. It was during the time where, my ex, girlfriend broke it off with me, and I was going through a lot. I needed some time and space. So, now I've had that time and space, and I'm, I'm in a better place, and I'm moving forward, and I feel good. So I'm going to give him the same honor and give him time and space. And if and when he's ready to come back, the door is open, assisting, and I will definitely treat you right. I made a mistake tonight. I need to put the chat behind me so I can be transparent. Let me do this. Let's see. Now the chat is behind me. Okay. Now I can move in front of the chat. Okay. I love these cool effects here. So if anyone else wants to come on right now, if I know you, Rachel, Bug Talk, I sent you a link. I know from the past, when I left my former YouTube channel, I had you blocked on Hangouts, but I unblocked you. So I did send you a link there. If you want to come on, if you're around, that would be great. If not, I totally understand. I know you're taking care of your child, and you also are spending time with your husband. Rachel, let me scroll back up and read her comment. Surprised you have someone on. I thought you weren't going to do that for a while. Well, you know what? Shit happens. I'm moving forward. I feel good about it. And I've been making a lot of changes, positive changes, and I've been completely ignoring the former community and just letting them do whatever they want to do. At some point they're going to get tired, and they're going to realize that I'm never feeding into anything they do again. And if they're going to continue to, do shit on me, it's just going to show how sorry and sad they are. It's going to show how desperate, weak, needy, and insecure these people are, that they have to constantly talk about me because they have no other content to create. That's just the problem there. But anyway, so Angel, what else did you want to talk about? Oh, the bedsheet bandit. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
the bedsheet bandit. It has
Oh boy.
returned. The
Oh
bedsheet
boy.
bandit has returned.
The bedsheet bandit has returned. Oh my God. Unveil yourself, man. You're full screen now, buddy. I didn't put a chat on this full
Yeah.
screen here. I should have.
But yeah, I understand where you're coming from, and I kind of have been going through some stuff as well lately. Not necessarily with YouTube, but just with my own life, like the stuff that I have been through with my dad. Because the night when I came back, he there was kind of a bit of a mix between me and my dad. But the following morning, Saturday, I called him and asked him a few simple questions, and then I went ahead. Then he went ahead and was a bit disrespectful to me. But you know what? I'm just gonna move forward with my life and just focus on my own. Because one song that I've been listening to that really everyone should take in consideration if anything goes wrong and such is the song by the old band by the name of Big Time Rush, by name of with their song by the name of 24/7, where it goes like, I can feel it in the air. I love the truth, but love the dare. It sure feels like a vacation. We are golden in the sun. We will forever, ever stay young. We're the here and now generation. Try and knock us down. We'll get up every time. Cause we'll do what we like, do what we like. All day, every day is a holiday. We're alright 24/7. All day, all we gotta say is live your life 24/7. Ooh, ooh, 24/7. Ooh, ooh, 24/7.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, real quick, Brandon Manosphere. Eli is at his best when he is live and in charge. He is a true fighter. He gives the silences a voice finally. MGTOW is the only way to live is in the house. Darren Beedman. Wow. Great to see you, man. Send me a Google Hangout link, good coach, please. What do you want to talk about, Darren? Because I'm really not interested in any MGTOW or Manosphere stuff. I've moved away from it. I'm curious to know what's on your mind. Let's see. I'm off to bed. Good night. Take care. It's Bug Talk. Thank you for stopping by, Rachel. Greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you like the nice fire.
Yeah. So that's basically like part of the song that I've been from what I've been listening to. But the other one is we got no one to impress, no matter how the way we dress. We'll just live like it's a vacation. But basically, it's a song that just tells you about the message to just continue on living the life that you want, and just live your life 24/7, and just do it the way you want and not how others expect you to be, or
Yeah.
how others try to tell you.
Huh. Friend of Dorothy, these men have no right to criticize. Utnak Sirk. I can't even pronounce that. That's a cool name, though. Darren Make Hangout. Darren Smash. Brandon Manosphere Angel. If anyone fucks with you, let me know and I'll give them a 5-knuckle shovel, brother. Yeah, I heard, Brandon. I heard.
I love it. I love it.
I hear that. I hear that Brandon is a pretty big dude.
Well, I wouldn't mind having him be my security guard.
Okay.
The Brandon Manosphere says, ban that troll. is he referring to the U-Tank Circus, who is hard to pronounce?
No,
It's like a different language, or is he referring to MGTOW is the only way to live?
no, there was a troll that was making fun of myself and my ex-girlfriend. It was called
Ah,
Take Me Back, Your Lovely Lady Dana. Okay. Whatever. Look, come on, dude. Guys, we're grown ass
yeah,
men here. We're grown ass men. Shit happens and then you move on and it just gets old. I mean, anyway, we're just banning the people and moving on and just enjoying this
yeah,
nice fireside chat, right, Angel?
yeah.
Angel, do you like the fire in the background there? Is it
Oh
beautiful?
yeah, I love it. Because it kind of looks like I can toast a raw pizza to make it crispy and cheesy.
Mm, excellent.
And
Excellent.
but for me, I've been kind of like short on money because right now I only have $1.06 on my card because I've been buying a lot of stuff, and during the process of doing so, when I came back last week, last Wednesday, I had to pay nearly $100 for shipping
Wow.
and delivery to have my new bed and my new dresser be delivered to me, and I also had to cough up like nearly $160 because I ordered
Wow.
some. I ordered some CBD oil stuff because I ordered some CBD oil droplets and some CBD oil capsules. But the thing is, when I ordered it from the website, I was expecting to get it for free, and all I had to pay was shipping and handling. Because there are some companies that offer you a free full size bottle, and all you have to do is pay for shipping. And that's what I kind of thought that I was doing is getting a free full size bottle of droplets and capsules, and all I had to do was pay for shipping. But nah, I have to pay full price, and to get the full to have it be eligible as if I'm just paying for shipping, I have to send in a mail and rebate.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Interesting,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I
Well,
see Brandon says, "Angel, don't catch your blanket on fire, brother."
yeah. Hey, Angel. Well, let me read a couple comments here real quick, and then I want to really get into because you wanted to mention a few things. Um, Friend of
Yeah.
Dorothy, what is going on? And then friend of Dorothy says, why are these people being so rude? And let me just answer that real quick. Dorothy, I used to be a part of this online group called the MGTOW Manosphere. MGTOW stands for Men Going Their Own Way. It is a group of men that have decided that the downside risk of dating women in today's modern world is far too great of a risk to date or marry a woman, based on modern day divorce laws and feminism and women's lib and all that stuff. Now they do make a bunch of great points that in ways where I honestly do agree with them that the system is flawed, but these guys take it a bit too far. Many of them are anti-women. I'm not anti-women. I love women. Okay. Now, will I deal with bitchy, women that are selfish and inconsiderate? No. But would any normal, decent woman deal with a bitchy, inconsiderate, snobby man? No, it's the same thing. There are good and bad men in this world. And I've just learned how to better filter those people out. So these men are very angry. They're very bitter. Many of them have gone through a divorce and they've lost half their shit. Many of them have been dumped after many years of being with a woman, and they go through what's called this red. They call it the red pill rage, and then they start following other people that create this content that keep them in that rage rather than helping them by uplifting them and helping them get better. Because I went through a bad breakup 6 months ago, and I feel a lot better 6 months down the road. But interestingly enough, I used to be a part of this MGTOW manosphere, and I've known about it for over 2 years now. And it's interesting to me that many of the same people that were in a rage 2 years ago are still in a rage and have not gotten any better. That's because they're not being uplifted amongst this group. They're being kept in this rage because that's the nature of the group. It's not supposed to be like that, but that's how a lot of these content creators dictate it to be. So that's what it is. Let me answer a few more questions here. I'm looking at my OBS chat. It's scrolling up pretty far, so let me go to my regular chat screen here. Angel from
Yeah.
Brandon Manosphere. Don't catch your blanket on fire, brother. And then Brandon Manosphere says, "Who is being rude, Dorothy? Cats eat rats. Are you still going to do your daily walks?" Yeah, I will be doing daily walks, and I'm still doing my daily walks. I just haven't recorded any videos. I'm going to be on Mondays and Wednesdays. I'm going to be doing live streams. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I will be doing either a daily walk video if it's not raining, or an in-studio pre-recorded video if it's not raining. And then possibly you may get a fifth video from me. More than likely, it would be a live stream on Friday, late morning, early afternoons, if I'm available on that particular day or have the energy to do it. So that's what my new upload schedule is going to be like. So yes, the daily walks will be back. I've been doing more live streams lately because I've been working on so many things behind the scenes. I haven't had time to shoot regular videos because I've been working on bettering other things. And for those of you that are just here or that just showed up here, let me go ahead and play my intro bumper one more time. Ready to see it one more time, Angel? Here's my new bumper I was working on.
I'm ready to see it.
I was working on it for like over a day, almost 2 days through Adobe After Effects. It's simple, but it takes a while to put together. Here we go. Yeah, see, I can fade in live on the air. It's kind of like a pre-recorded video, but live, man. And see, now the music will fade automatically. I have it set that way.
Yeah, and believe it or not, someone helped me create, like, I wouldn't necessarily call it a bumper of any kind, but just a couple days ago, someone by the name of Crate, whose actual name is Kate, which I know is most often a girl's name, but he helped me create an intro for me because I have it posted on my channel from 2 days ago. But for me, it's not as great or as detailed as yours is. But I would love to definitely get something like yours or similar to yours, where it's just like with my picture to the side and just with some like because I know your channel name is A Grip on Life, but I would like to try to have something similar to that, where it's like a green background and with similar to my YouTube banner.
Yeah, and Angel, you know what? I may be willing to help you out, out of the kindness of my heart. Let's talk offline next couple of days.
Yeah. Let's talk offline here.
Because I think I still want to talk about some other things online here. But
I would love to do that as well. But I'm just trying to look for a really cool intro, a really cool bumper for when I do stuff. So that way I could before we get to the video, let's jump to the cut or jump to the bumper or like have an intro be very creative, very artistic, very catchy, so people can do it. Because one of the things that intrigues people to your channel, I've heard, is like if you have a really cool intro and a really cool bumper like yours is. And I want to try to do more pre-recorded stuff on my channel because I'm leaning towards doing various stuff like reaction videos and such, and I just want to have a really cool artistic, really catchy bumper / intro for it. And even though my intro is a bit rocking, it's just basically plain. I'll let you see it for yourself, and I'll send it to you on Hangout so you can take a look for it.
Okay.
I just it's not as great as yours. Let's just put it that way.
I will help you out, man. Do me a favor. Let's do a little test right now, just for shits and giggles, because I want to help people out. We're gonna help people live on the air here. Just say this in a second, okay? Say welcome to Coach Eli Live. Stick around. The show is coming right up. Okay, go for it.
Welcome to Coach Eli. Stick around because the show is about to begin.
All right, we are back here, Coach Eli live with Angel, the bed sheet bandit. Say hello, Angel. That's cool, huh? I'm red in the face, man. I'm having a good time tonight, man. Woo!
Yeah. A friend of Dorothy is asking me, say, Angel seems very young and energetic. Is he married? No, I never been in a relationship in my entire life, but I would love to try to find the right woman. Because for me, like my ideal person that I would love to meet someday is a person of my opposite race, someone who is African American slash black. But any woman will suffice for me. But even if she's the same race as me or the same the disabled person as me, but usually there's that one woman you lean towards, and sometimes you find a woman that's more attractive than what you initially had in mind.
Wow. Whew. You know, Angel, I like the fact that you have no color lines, man. I mean, you don't discriminate. That's great. I respect people that
Yeah,
aren't
I'm all
discriminatory.
about equality and I'm all about acceptance and all. And I don't discriminate people. I don't judge people. I don't base upon people of their gender, their sex, or their race, any of that. Because I have a gender fluid YouTuber by the name of Sarah Kellison, and I had done some streams with her on my channel. Because when I first met her on Creators Alliance, aka Joker's live stream, the following week, I did a live stream with her in the midst of talking about people need to accept you for who you are. And so I am pretty much okay with accepting anyone on my channel, and even accepting for people the certain love target I'm leaning towards.
Wow. Excellent, man. Now let me read a few more of the chat comments here. Let's engage the chat here. Let's see what's going on. Oh boy, let's see. Coach Eli, how do you feel about online dating? Yeah, a friend of Dorothy asked, why are these men acting like this? I answered that before she even asked that because I knew she was going to ask that, because the behavior of these MGTOW manosphere men are unlike anything I've ever seen in my entire life. They behave like worse than 2-year-olds. I'd rather hang out with 2-year-olds, than hang out with these guys. But not in a weird way, like I love kids, hopefully I'll have kids one day. So Ginny Gillespie says, Coach Eli, how do you feel about online dating? Well, Ginny, that's a great question. I mean, my last several relationships have been from online dating. I think it's one of the best ways to meet people nowadays. And I'll tell you why. Okay. Because you get to filter out people before you invest time. As long as you do things the right way, it's the best way to meet people. Now, there are many online dating sites. I had many videos regarding this topic on my former channel, and maybe I'll re-upload some of those videos from my past channel because they were pretty good, or maybe I'll just redo them or do a live show on them. But I feel Match.com is the best site. Do not use Plenty of Fish. Do not use OkCupid. Do not use Tinder. Those are all hookup sites. And if you're not extremely, 9 or 10 attractive according to society standards, you're not going to get anywhere. And if you are that attractive, then men and women are just hooking up to have sex. There's nothing more than that. If you want a genuine relationship, your best shot is to go on Match.com, because both men and women pay there, and it's the most popular dating site / dating app. They call it more of a dating app now because people more so use it on the go than sitting down on your computer. Now, if you're going to use Match.com, yes, do download the app. But when you're going to go searching for people, go to the web-based version, because it's a lot easier to sort out, what you're looking for, the age range, the type of person you're looking for. And you can, just type out emails a lot better. It's very important when you're responding to somebody on Match.com to take grammar and spelling, very seriously. Okay. Because I look at that. I honestly look at that. And when you're typing on a smartphone, sometimes you make an accidental mistake using the autocorrect. So if you're going to use online dating, use Match.com, and also get on the web-based version. Download the app as well, so that way you know when you get a notification or an email, you can send a quick response, after your initial response that you'll send from a regular computer. But that's my recommendation. Okay, now, are there players out there? Are there guys out there that are going to manipulate you to get you to believe that they want a real relationship when they just want to get in your pants? Yeah, but there are women like that as well. You may encounter that. You're going to encounter that anywhere. But over the course of time, there's no difference with online dating than dating in person. You just have to find the right person. What online dating does for you is it allows you to send a lot of messages to different people, communicate back and forth. And then if you really like someone and you're clicking through some messages, before you meet them, say, hey, let's talk on the phone for 30 or 60 minutes. Okay? And see if they're willing to take the time to talk with you on the phone. I used to talk with women on online dating that said, I don't talk to anyone on the phone. I don't have time to talk on the phone. Let's just meet in person and let's see if there's chemistry. And I will never meet a woman that won't even have an initial phone conversation with me by phone, because I can tell a lot from that phone call besides the messaging back and forth. Okay, I can tell tone of voice. I can tell if they're patient. I can tell if they're really into me. And if they're not willing to give me 15, 30, 45, 60 minutes in a phone call before a meeting after messaging back and forth, then that's telling me they're no good. And then I just say, forget it. I move on. Okay. So you screen them out. And then when you get on the phone with them, you ask a lot of questions. You basically ask them what their thoughts are about things that you like, because you want to know if they like similar things as you do. Because if you don't put that forward right away, okay, down the road, if you start to see them, all that stuff's going to come out, and then things will start falling apart. Whereas if you're open and transparent about everything up front, if it doesn't work out, you've invested no time or emotion. Okay? So that's my advice there. Then, if it feels right, you meet in person. And let me tell you something. Do not go to dinner on a first date. Do not go to lunch. Do not go to coffee. This is what I do. I go for a walk in the park. I say, hey, you know what? I'm not into the coffee. I've done many coffee dates in the past. I've done dinners. I've done this and that. It's a bunch of crap. Let's just hang out in a public place, the park. Let's take a nice walk. Okay? And most of the time in the past, the ladies have had no problems with that. And what's cool about taking a walk in the park? Even if there's no chemistry, after you take that walk in the park, at least you both got something out of it. You took a mile or 2 or 3 walk and you got some exercise. So you end up not wasting your time, whether it works out or not. Let me know if that makes sense to you, Ginny. I know I'm a little all over the place. I'm live here. I wasn't expecting that question, but yeah, online dating can be good if you know how to navigate it, just like regular dating. It's the same thing. Dating is dating. As long as you know what to look for, and as long as you basically minimize your time wasted and you focus on something that's worth it more often, you're going to end up winning. Are you going to have struggles along the way? Are you going to get those people that are playing games and that are manipulative? Yes. But you can't let that bring you down. The moment you figure somebody's acting that way, you just let them go and you move on to the next. And let me tell you, you're a woman. Women get 10 times as many more messages than men. You're always going to have another man waiting for their turn, Ginny. Especially if you're a half-decent looking woman. And it's not about the looks to me, but especially if you're a half-decent looking woman that takes care of yourself, regardless of your size, you're going to have men waiting in line. So, it's different for men, but, it's the same concept. That's how I approach it. Yes, men get 1/10 the messages women get, so we have to send a lot more messages, but, we also don't want to waste our time with women that, are trying to reach out to us for the wrong reason. So anyway, that's my thought. Angel, before we get further into it here, let me get to a few more questions here, and then I want to get to what you wanted to talk about, because I have a feeling I know what you want to talk about. Let's see. Emotionally unstable men. Brandon Manosphere, seriously, time for bed, fellas. Good night. If you stay near that fire much longer, you'll both need some aloe for that burn. Yeah, aloe vera gel. Great stuff. Friend of Dorothy, that is terrible, Eli. Yes, it is. You're talking about the manosphere. Brandon, manosphere, night manosphere. Friend of Dorothy, why are these men acting like this? Okay, no, I already read all that. Okay, I read that. Friend of Dorothy, these men don't seem stable to me. They're not. They're very emotionally unstable and they need to be uplifted, but the content creators they follow, other MGTOW manosphere content creators, they keep them more in a rage than helping uplift them. So I tried to help uplift these guys and they all kicked me down. And so, you know what? I withdrew myself. I had enough. I'm only gonna help people from here on out that are open to being helped. That's the thing. Let's see. Yutnak Sirk. I love the name. I'm sorry that I'm butchering it. These people better not be 2 of my 72 virgins when I martyr. And I can't even understand that, but it's funny. I wonder where you're from, Utnak. Ginny Gillespie. Dorothy, are you married? Friend of Dorothy. Angel seems very young and energetic. Is he married? No, he answered that. Junglist Jadi Far. Follow the yellow brick road. Let's see. Blasphemous Buddha. He's typing in Greek, and I don't understand that. Friend of Dorothy. At Ginny Gillespie. I am widowed. At Ginny Gillespie. Are you married, dear? Let's see. Friend of Dorothy. Let me see here. Give me a second. Dang, I just skipped part of it. Hang on a second, man. Friend of Dorothy, this should be on TV. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Ginny Gillespie, no Dorothy. I wanted Coach Eli's take on the dating game. Friend of Dorothy, well, Angel seems like a good man. He would make a woman very happy. Absolutely. Angel's a phenomenal guy. We need more women in STEM. I don't know what that means. Cats eat rats. I am eating second bag of popcorn. Glad we can entertain you so well tonight. Cats eat rats. You become a regular here on Coach Eli's A Grip on Life channel. I just found Eli's POF account. Yeah, I haven't used POF in a long time. I've had an account on all of them. And the thing is, when you go inactive, your account is still there. So, I haven't been on POF shit in it used to be somewhat decent like 5, 6, 7 years ago. Now it's all skanky. Coach Eli's on fire tonight. Ginny Gillespie, yes, I have friends that have met on Match.com. That's good to hear, Ginny. Friend of Dorothy, I have many friends who use Match and they have gotten married and had children, so I agree with you, Coach. Thank you, friend of Dorothy. Do you have children, Eli? No, I don't have any children. I hope to have a child one day, but if it's not possible, no big deal. I'm 45 years old, so my ex and I, we were talking about, she has 2 kids. When we were together, we talked about having a child. She's now 41. She was 39 when I met her, and she was still willing to try to have a child, but it didn't work out. So back to the drawing board. But yeah, I'd love to have kids, but I don't have any kids. Ginny Gillespie, thank you for the info, Coach Eli. You're welcome. Utnak Sirk, he has a few in his basement that he found at the park. That's funny, bro. Are you a troll, dude? Good stuff. Brandon Manosphere, first phone conversation should consist of a marriage proposal. Now he's trolling. Cats eat rats. Shoot, hold on. It scrolled away from me. Here we go. Cats eat rats. Did you meet your activity partner on Match.com? Yes, I did mention that like many months ago in one of my daily walk videos that's been removed at this point. So yeah, no problem with it. Of course, yeah. No, I met a few women on Match.com, and I made them aware of, what I'm in search of. I made them aware of my situation, I'm out of a relationship 3 months. This was like 3 months ago, and I'm just looking to hang out and do some hikes, and wherever it goes, it goes. But right now, I'm not expecting anything at all. I just want to hang out, just a platonic relationship, a friendship. If it goes further, it goes further. Women always want more, especially if you're a cool person to hang out with. They want more, but I'm not ready for that yet. But maybe, who knows? Maybe next week, next month, I'll be ready for it. Who knows? And if she's not going to stick around, then it is what it is, But you have to know what you want. Do I eventually want to get back into a relationship? Yeah, that'd be great. that'd be great. But I'm taking it slow. I'm still fresh out of a relationship. It's been 6 months, almost 7 months. So let's see. Learning self-defense is good pastime. Junglist Jadi Far, friend of Dorothy. I agree. Walking is a very good exercise to do with a friend, male or female. I prefer to walk or hike with a woman because they're much more attractive to look at than a man, and they're much better. No disrespect to you, Angel. You're a good conversationalist, but most men that I know that I have as friends are really terrible conversationalists. So, anyway, friend of Dorothy, I think you could help them, Eli. Your positive attitude is addictive. Thank you, Dorothy. I appreciate it. Yes, Coach Eli is very positive. Thank you, Ginny. Ginny and Dorothy. You don't have to tell me exactly where you're at, but are you both in the U.S.? I'm in California, in the San Francisco Bay Area. Coach the Good Man. Thank you, Junglist and Angel. At friend of Dorothy, it is great meeting you. All right, Angel, you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, thanks for the compliment. Because for me, I just try to keep things interactive and going for conversational the aspects. But for me, the thing that I wanted to discuss with you about is basically some
Angel,
stuff
Angel,
with
Angel,
my.
Angel, Angel, do me a favor. Hold on a second. I got to go use the restroom real quick. Hold that thought. Can you do me a
All
favor?
right.
Can you run the
Yeah.
show for about 3 minutes
Yeah,
until I come back?
I'll hold it for 3 minutes, and I'd be more than happy to put out the fire with my pepper.
Oh, to put out the fire with your pepper?
Yeah, maybe I
Okay.
could double the flames and put it out at the same time. You get it? Pepper, fire.
Oh yeah. Well, let me do this real quick. I'm gonna switch scenes here, and I'm gonna try to create this on the fly. Oops! What did I just do? Oh, what did I just do there? Okay. Uh. All right. There you are. There you are.
Thanks.
Um. let me add a browser source here. YouTube chat.
Yeah.
I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this on the fly here, dude. See, I've gotten really good at OBS, so I'm doing this on the fly here. You see that? You can see what I'm doing there, huh? So can the live stream.
Yeah.
All right, Angel. You've got the show right now. I'm gonna be back in about 3 minutes. And say what you gotta say. I'll be listening on my iPhone, and then we're gonna talk. So say what you gotta say.
But yeah, I just like to thank everyone for being here. It was great meeting you, a friend of Dorothy. It was great meeting you. Let me see who else. Guinea, Galupsi. And it was also great meeting you as well, Brandon, manosphere, who I'm pretty sure is in bed now. But it's definitely been a great time hanging out with Coach Eli, or Coach Brother Eli, as I like to call him. And hopefully me and him can hook up sometime. Not hook up as in like dating, but hook up as in terms of doing a live stream together, because I would love to interview him on my YouTube channel and do a little bit of a questionnaire. But hey, if the world is watching and they misinterpret what I say or take it the wrong way, then that's fine. But I want to do an interview with the coach sometime soon. The world is watching. Nah. Even though I am all for equality and acceptance, I'm just not the kind of person who would date another man, because I just I'm not wanting to be the gay type. But for me, I don't mind hanging out with other men like Coach Eli and some of you guys here who are men. But in terms of like doing so, nah, not really. Thank you, Guinea Galupsy. But yeah, I would just keep it on a friendship level here on YouTube, and just want to interview him, want to discuss things with him, and just get the a little bit more of what he probably wouldn't mind sharing with of his personal opinion and such. But because I'm trying to like come up with I'm trying to do my own call-in show, and I'm also trying to do more talk shows. I'm just trying to expand my horizon on my channel. Because if any of you go to my channel, you'll see that I don't stick to just one thing and one thing only. I try to do more than just one thing. Because I try to do a variety of things, and one of the things I'm trying to expand on is adding a call-in show to discuss about certain topics that are not too sensitive or controversial, and basically do my own interview show. Because I did one with James Cox about a month ago, where I did a Angel Talk, my first ever Angel Talk show, where I basically got some information about how he does his stuff in the creator and the hashtag I'm a creator community, and I basically just trying to expand my horizon, do more stuff with my channel, and just trying to uh, do more than just one thing.
I'm
Um,
back. Can you hear
yeah,
me?
yeah, I can hear you, Coach Brother Eli.
I heard everything you said. Good stuff, man. I'm definitely open to doing that interview anytime you'd like, Angel. Now, Angel,
Yeah.
let me just see a few things in the chat here, and then I want to get into what you wanted to discuss, and then we're going to wrap it up about 20, 25 minutes or so. Let's see. Ginny's in Greenville, South Carolina. Excellent. And Dorothy is in Kansas. Obviously, Dorothy is in Kansas. Is that serious, or is that part of your online persona? I mean, I can go and let me just go and check out these channels. I mean, are these actual channels here, or
Um,
five subscribers?
it seems as though they might be startup channels, or maybe not necessarily like an active channel and such. Because I think that, because for me, there are some people that I'm subscribed to that don't necessarily have anything up there, that just like have it be as a channel for communicating with of others. Because I'm subscribed to some old people who don't even have an about section or any form of necessarily create a date, but and such. But for me, as long as they're not anyone undercover or under disguise
Yeah.
of who I warned you about, then I think we're fine.
So Angel, let's talk about
Yeah.
what you wanted to discuss. Uh, go for it, man, because I'm an open book, and
Because yeah,
I'm here.
basically, I wanted to discuss is like the stuff that I've been going through. Because I've been going through family separation, anxiety, and depression since coming back to freezing ass Minnesota, and I
Wow.
just been missing my family all that much, and I just want to get things going. And one of the things that I wish that my dad would understand is, just because I am different doesn't mean that I should be treated disrespectfully. Because Saturday morning, when I tried calling my dad, I basically was asking him, why does he always interrupt me when I'm trying to speak and such, and I was trying to explain to him about a few things of how he interrupted me. Because when I went with him on the second to last day, when I was down in Arizona and I was trying to apologize to him and such, even though he accepted my apology, he didn't allow me to finish what I fully had to say. And then when I spoke to him late Friday night when I came back home on the 15th, he interrupted me when I was just trying to tell how great of an experience that I had being down in Arizona, and how safe of a bus travel that I was having coming back down to Minnesota here. And I even had someone pay for my Waffle House meal that was completely unexpected, and it's on my live stream that I did when I was at the Waffle House on my way back down here. But my dad abruptly interrupted me and so many times that I simply asked him, why does he always interrupt me when I'm trying to speak? And he interrupted me when I was simply asking that question. And he says the reason why he interrupts me all the time is because I say the same old shit, and I just wish that my dad
Wow.
would get some help and just get some life coaching from a personal expert, and just do so. And I even told him that I told him about how I signed up to try for me and him to try and appear on the Dr. Phil show, because it seems as
Wow.
though my dad needs help because he got into a fight with my sister Shane and my sister's husband while I was down there, and my sister Shane didn't even do anything wrong. My dad was the one that got too offensive. And when I was like simply not when I simply met up with my dad the first time around, I just was a bit afraid to tell him the truth and such, and he took as though I didn't want to speak to him or did anything would want to do with him. So he takes things a bit too offensive, a bit too out of range and such, and that's why I filled out the application. But then he said, "Don't try to get our family on that show. That's for dumb people. Stop acting like a goddamn child." And when he said that to me, it really hurt my feelings and
Wow.
really made me a bit, like, okay, why did you do that to me? So I simply like wrote him a text where I said, until you start trusting me more and stop interrupting me. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. You are the problem. You don't allow me to finish what I have to say. You don't trust me as a 28-year-old independent adult. You don't you are always worried about me, and all you care about is getting drunk and high. And I just wish my dad would realize, just because I'm disabled, just because I have a disability and all, doesn't mean that I'm not the same person as all you guys out there. Because
Right.
I have my own hopes and dreams like everyone else. I have my own career path that I want to go to and look and try to get some help with it. I have my own destination where I want to go to, where I'm kind of wanting to move back down to Arizona. But my dad, he doesn't see it. He doesn't care about it. He doesn't even respect it. It's just him being too overprotective of me, even though the parents do that. Your parents need to learn to let you follow your own hopes and dreams and just have their back with you, and just
Yeah.
learn that you can make it out in the world and you can make it out as your own self. Because hell, I felt as though I was trapped in a cage for the past 10 years when I had a
Wow.
guardianship over me, because over the past 10 years, since 2008, when I was given a court appointed guardian in the current city that I live in, I basically felt as though I was trapped in a cage. I wasn't allowed to go to the places that I want, go do what I want, try to do my own stuff, or try to do the typical stuff that normal people do. Because if I still had my guardianship over me, I wouldn't have been able to go traveling down to Arizona, do a bus route. And I've been just trying to prove to people that I can make it on the road, that I can be my own independent self, that I can make the right choice, that I can make the proper decisions. But the reason why I don't make the proper decisions, not as much, is because people don't respect me. People don't think that I can make it out of the road, because I have a lot of people going, "You never make it out of the road. You always be a man of your own will. You never get a job." I've had so many people discriminate, make something against me, thinking that I couldn't make it, thinking that I couldn't do all this stuff myself. But I just want to people to know that I am out there to do the stuff that you don't think I can do. You do stuff that I know I can do myself, like being on The Price is Right. If I don't, even if I don't get caught on down, me
I've been there
finding the right.
too. Dude, I actually, in my younger days, And I have the price tag. It was back in the days where we had VHS, and I recorded it when it was broadcast 3 months after the recording. Yeah, you go to CBS Television Studios. I think it's in Culver City, down in Southern California, and I went there with some friends, but we didn't get called up. But it was just fun being there. Come on down.
Yeah, even if I don't get caught on down, I will. I can always say I had a fun experience because I just want people to know that I just want to make it out in the world and just do everything like everyone else. Because I just am getting tired of people discriminating me because of my disabilities. People not giving me a chance or trusting that I can make it out in the world like my dad doesn't think so or doesn't trust in me
Yep.
just because I had disabilities. And believe it or not, when I was down on February the 5th, which was a Tuesday, I had a total of 7 seizures in a 5 hour time span from 2:30 p.m. all the way
Really?
till about 7:30 p.m. And but the thing is, all of them were just minor because all 7 of them were all were less than a minute each. And the shortest one that I had was only 5 seconds. And my dad was too overworried, and believe it or not, he got involved. He contacted my social worker. He contacted my the services. He contacted pretty much everyone, and I just wished my dad wouldn't be so worried. Because if I had a serious seizure that was severe or very major, then that's understandable. Because there are times where some people think that just because I have one that is not all that long is serious. But for me, I just want to. I don't worry too much about my seizures. I just worry about what I want to do as a 28-year-old independent adult.
Right.
Because the seizures, they're not that big of a bother to me because I seem to get back up, get back moving, get back doing what I
That's
did
serious,
before.
Angel.
Huh?
It's serious, man. And here, let me get in here for a second, real quick. I understand where you're coming from. Seizures are a very serious thing. Now, I'm happy that they've been minor, and you're good.
Yeah,
But
they were just minor.
they were minor. But if anything major ever happens, man, I know you've got a lot of pride, brother. Don't let your
Yeah.
pride don't let your pride cause your death. If you need help, you reach out to help. And um, I'm here if you need something, man. If you need to talk with somebody, I'm here. If your family's there to support you in that time, that's great. But you know what? You got me thinking because you say you're going to be more than likely moving to Arizona. And
Yeah.
when I was in my younger days, I'm 45. When I was in my younger days, my teenage years and early 20s, I used to listen to country when country was real. Now country's become more commercialized. It's more like pop music because country singers are realizing if they make their songs sound more like pop music, they're going to reach the bigger charts and get better fame, like Carrie Underwood and Kelly Clarkson and all of them. I mean, they're technically country singers, but they're pop singers, right? But back in the
Yeah.
days, there was an artist named George Strait. He used to have a song called Oceanfront Property, and it goes a little like this. Let me do my rendition. I've got some oceanfront property in Arizona. From my front porch, you can see the sea. I've got some oceanfront property in Arizona. That's a great song, man. And you may be moving to Arizona. Let me tell you, the cost of living in Arizona, man, is pretty affordable. A lot of people from the Bay Area here, decades ago, moved to Arizona, sold their homes, and now are retiring in Arizona and living like a king. And the cost of living in Arizona is like 1/4 of the price, or 1/5 of the price of the San Francisco Bay Area. So. But
Yeah,
it gets pretty
the
freaking
thing
hot there in the
is,
summer, dude. It gets pretty hot there in the
yeah,
summer, brother.
I'm fine with it because as long as I keep a fan near me or keep or find a place living in that has really good AC, I'll be fine because
And a
I
swimming pool,
understand
brother.
that
Everybody has a swimming pool in Arizona, dude. You can go pool hopping between everybody's backyards.
yeah, and there's also there's also a swimming pool in in the middle in the middle of the building that my brother Donovan lives in. But I'm gonna be finding my own place, And right now I'm in the midst of searching for a place because I think I'm done with finding like a moving company because I looked at a few moving companies here that go state to state from Minnesota down to Arizona, and
Yeah.
basically the cheapest one that I can find right now is the estimated cost of nearly $2,600, which is not that bad because I know moving is expensive, especially for people, especially for when a person drives for you and such, and you don't drive yourself because I don't have a driver's license, so it means that I couldn't drive a U-Haul, so I would have to have someone do it for me, and I understand that. But the first one that I looked at was nearly $3,700. So I found one $1,100 cheaper.
Excellent, dude. That's good because yeah, it's much cheaper to move with a U-Haul, but if you can't drive one, then unfortunately you have to pay a moving company, and that costs more. Now, Angel, let's talk about
Yeah,
one more thing here before we start wrapping things up in about 10, 15 minutes or
yeah,
so.
yeah.
And chat, if you have any questions, let us know because I'll be going through the chat one final time in about 5 or 10 minutes here. So if you have any questions, let me know and we'll get to them. So Angel, um, what are your thoughts about the behavior of these, manosphere men? Have you been paying any attention to what's been going on lately? I mean, I've kind of seen what's
Um,
going on, but I've ignored it completely. I just want to get your opinion on it.
well, for me, I tried to warn you a little bit ago and such, because the times that I banned them and you told to allow them, I knew what was coming because if you look at their history of how they done, they cannot move on. Because when you took about a 6 month break from your old channel and created this new one and such, guess what? They came straight after you when you wanted to move forward and just start a new leash on your life with
They love
the
me.
reborn
They
channel.
brother Angel. They have a lot of love for me in a very special and unique way. But go ahead, man. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Well, for me, it doesn't seem as love to me.
Brother, that was a little bit of sarcasm there. You knew that, right? You can
Yeah,
understand sarcasm, right?
yeah,
No
yeah.
disrespect,
I understand
right?
sarcasm,
All right,
but I
go
can
ahead.
tell you like it is.
Come
Cause
on.
yeah, cause I knew that. Cause like I said, I knew that was what was coming. Cause when they started like coming to your Discord and such, they basically went ahead and were just like in my opinion, spying over you and such. And the times that I like banned them and such, you had one of your other moderators, I think Manny or someone else mentioned about how they did not ban him. But guess what? I was the one that banned him several times, and I didn't even tell you because I just knew what was coming. I knew what was coming forward. And I just knew how they would approach you, like how they are making the fun of your stuff, like they are like Jamie the Purple Peel, who goes by a different child name now. He made a meme of you with a rendition of the old 1990s cartoon Darkwing Duck, but instead it's with your picture called Darkwing Cup. And then there was another one with Scrooge and them from the old TV show DuckTales, but instead it's Cocktails.
DuckTales.
And
Woo! Cocktails. Yeah, yeah, Angel. Let me tell you honestly, brother. Here's the thing, and I appreciate what you're saying, and I completely agree with you, and I have withdrawn because I I was gonna give a few of them, Joe Buddy and Jamie, another chance. I even put them as moderators in the Discord. I just wanted to see how they were going to behave. And Joe actually didn't really do anything wrong. Joe, unfortunately, is just associated with these people, and if you're gonna make a clean slate, you gotta withdraw from all of them. But what ended up happening with Jamie, him and I were on civil terms. We were talking behind the scenes. He's been going through a breakup and he's been in a lot of pain. And so I'm not going to sit there. I'm not going to sit around and kick a man down. I'm not gonna kick a man down, which is what I'm trying to say, that's been through something that I went through recently or have gone through before. I really wanted to be supportive of him, regardless of what he had done to me in the past or what had happened between us in the past. Okay. But this is the fatal mistake that Jamie made, and he's not realizing, is that he is associating himself with JB Gunner, who is a known wife beater, criminal, and he behaves in such erratic ways to the point of where I cannot associate with anyone that supports that guy. Okay. And I asked Jamie, I said, do you support JB Gunner? And then Jamie got back to me in the chat and he said, of the Discord, and he said, well, if I say that I do, I have a feeling you're going to boot me out of the Discord. And I already knew I was going to boot him out because I knew that he was working with JB Gunner. Jamie is a graphics designer, and he joined forces once again, because he's done this in the past, once again with JB Gunner to create logos and graphic design for JB's merchandise. Now, I don't know about you, Angel, but I would never, ever support or do work for anyone that is a wife beater, an abuser, a violator of the law. I mean, JB Gunner is just the most despicable human being I've ever met in my entire life. And at the same time, he is one, and he's even said it himself on some of his streams, that, he ruined my relationship and he ruined me on YouTube. You know what? I ruined myself because I allowed you guys to do that. Okay. But for a guy to have an ego that big and to be happy at the fact that he ruined my relationship and ruined me on YouTube, it just goes to show that he's not all there emotionally and mentally. He's just not there. So for Jamie to associate with a guy like that, okay, and to do business with a guy like that is basically saying that I, Jamie, am okay with JB beating up his ex-wife and beating up women and being demeaning to women in the ways that JB is and being violent in many other ways that JB is. And that's called guilty by association. I'm not going to hang around anyone that is demeaning to women in the ways that JB is and is abusive towards women or men for that sake in any way. What are your thoughts about that? I mean, seriously, that's the only reason why I kicked Jamie out, because I don't want to associate with someone associating with a wife beater. That's it.
Well, my opinion, it's like me being a race beater, like me wanting to beat up someone of my opposite race, or being an equality beater, of being someone up of my opposite sex or my opposite gender. Because I just think that some people think that even though I kind of think the topic of men's superiority and women's superiority is a bit difficult, even though there are some things that I do agree that women don't get enough credit for or respect for. But it's like as though men think that everything should belong to them and everything should have their own rightful name and their place and such. Because imagine if if last night's Oscars were all men, women. Women might like, why did I not win Best Picture? Why did I not win this survey? But I just think that men often think that they're like the grand daddy of everyone.
Yeah. No, I hear you. And I was looking at my smartphone because I got a notification from the Discord. I'm just going to mention it. I did see this earlier and I ignored it, but I just want to mention it just for shits and giggles. Menace, who's in my Discord, wrote to me and said in the public general chat, "Look at these manosphere women. They are so emotionally unstable. They cannot handle a real man like you." And Menace was sharing a link that Holly XO who used to be a part of another Discord we were all part of, the Mad Shangy Discord. I'm actually behind the scenes talking with Mad Shangy, and we may collaborate on some stuff down the road. But he used to have a Discord where we were all a part of, and then it kind of all fell apart. But Holly did a video on me, Coach Eli showing his emotional stability while we look. Let me see. What is this? It cut off on the screen there. What did she title this? Give me 1 second while it loads up here. While we look on in envy. Coach Eli showing his emotional stability while we look on in envy. And it has 84 views on it. See, because Holly, here's the thing. I could care less about Holly. I didn't even want to feed into it, but this is just for shits and giggles. Holly has no content without people like myself or other people, doing what we do. What I'd like to see you do, Holly XO, and you, Rose Blades. I'd like to see you create some real content besides going out there and attacking other men and women within the MGTOW manosphere on their cringy stuff. Why don't you create your own original content? And how about you step up your game and run some real high quality streams like I do with better audio quality? Because let me tell you, ladies, your audio quality sucks completely. It's the shits. Your production value sucks. And as a matter of fact, your content sucks. Now, I'm not saying that my content is the greatest, okay? But I do come from the heart, and I am working on bettering it. But quite honestly, if I left the picture and all these other people that you ladies were talking about left the picture, left YouTube, what content would you have? It's really sad for me to see some content creators being dependent on what other content creators do to have something to talk about. You got to create your own stuff and be unique. And that's where I think you and I stand out, Angel, is that we're unique with our message.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, because your message is about helping people, and so it's kind of like what your new banner says, business and personal success tips and such. You are about like giving the people the proper advice and motivation for what they strive for. Like if I want to start my own business, you might ask me, well, what are you leaning towards of creating, or what do you plan on doing? And you might give me the best advice and solutions about how I can make my business successful. Like if I want to start my own fire company, Firestar kit to expand on your flames in the background, you might be, well, I would recommend putting together a proper kit with the right equipment, right this, because believe it or not, I kind of have like a miniature business back from 2008 to 2012 when I had my first ever job. And it was back, I'll be right back and expand more about it. Let me get them right quick. Where is the bag at?
Hey, Angel, while you do that, I'm going to play the bumper one more time just for shits and giggles.
All right.
Love it. Gotta love it. All right, we're back live with Angel Munoz. Back live with Angel Munoz in the house here. Angel Munoz.
But as I was saying, I had like my own miniature business from 2008 to 2012 when I had my first job, because one of my side hobbies is I make these little paper balls, and I was creating them so much that basically some of them recommended to maybe you make something useful out of it. And so I did is that I put together a fire starter kit that was like a miniature business where I was selling them at a rate of $5 per kit, and I got $1 from each bag sold. And each bag contained 100 of these, a flammable match, and and a miniature container of liquid, because these were like a great fire starters, more useful than rubbing two sticks together, and then better than like let's say putting some paper over a fire.
Yeah, over a
And
fire,
so
like
basically,
like this.
if I wanted to get back to doing this and putting the kits together to do more of this, I would come to you and you would give me the best advice that you know, because you probably know more about the business industry that I do. So yeah.
Yeah, I've been an entrepreneur for quite some time, and I used to work in the corporate world. I know a thing or two about business. I also know a thing or two about the bullshit of business and the politics in business. And it's yeah, it's kind of crazy. But anyway, we need to start wrapping this up, Angel.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts here? I mean, uh, and why don't we just do this? Let's address a few of the comments in the chat. Let's catch up with the
Okay.
chat because they've been actually sharing their feedback in regards to what we've been talking about. Um, let's see. Some people just can't be trusted. Junglist JD Farr. YouTube drama is not good on the heart. That's true. Ginny Gillespie says that's very unethical. Absolutely. A lot of these guys are very, JB Gunner is extremely unethical. And quite honestly, I think, he pushes far beyond, what's ethical and what's even legal. So, if he was only unethical, Ginny, I could probably deal with that. I don't like people that are unethical, but people that are beyond unethical and borderline are actually doing illegal stuff, it's even much worse than that. And anyone that associates with those people, I don't want to associate with them. And that's what happened with this Jamie guy. It's like Jamie, I don't really think he's a bad guy. I just think Jamie will take any opportunity he can to make money, whether it's tainted money or whether it's untainted money. And that's the thing. He sees an opportunity with JB because JB, one of his channels finally hit 30,000 subscribers, JB Gunner TV. Okay. And so now Jamie sees an opportunity. And quite honestly, I'd rather go broke than collaborate on a business transaction with someone that's a wife beater. Okay. I mean, my reputation and how I feel inside is more important to me than any amount of money. But everyone is different. So yeah, that I will honestly say, Jamie's, Jamie, in my opinion, Jamie wanting to work with JB in this capacity is unethical. It's not illegal, but it's unethical because he knows JB's character. And, when Jamie is doing work for someone that's a wife beater, if that gets out to other people that want to use his service, they may choose to not do business with Jamie because he supports a wife beater. I mean, that can hurt your name right there, but he doesn't get it. And he doesn't care. So it doesn't really matter. It does matter, but it's never going to get anywhere. Friend of Dorothy, it sounds like this man was supportive of beating women. That is terrible. I don't think Jamie is supportive of beating women. I think Jamie will do whatever it takes to make a buck. And he'll put up with a guy like JB just to make a buck. That's what I think is sad about the whole thing. But at the end of the day, regardless of whether he supports wife beaters or not, by him doing business with someone, it's the same thing as saying, I support him whether he does or not. Okay? It's not how he feels inside, it's how he appears. It's his perception. Okay? And a lot of people don't understand that. It's how people perceive you to be, not how you actually are. So he just doesn't get that. Okay? But that's okay. It's his choice, not mine. Junglist JD Farr, you're so right, Dorothy. Eli has no content. He is the content. Thank you. Tax Cirque. Junglist JD Farr, sheep coach sheep. Okay, I don't know what that means, but that was pretty cool sounding. Friend of Dorothy, this Holly person seems very unoriginal, unlike yourself, Coach. Thank you. Yeah, she is unoriginal because she has no content besides, criticizing people like myself and other content creators that she's had a falling out with for no reason. I did nothing wrong to Holly. I never did anything wrong to Holly. But, because she was associated with some other people that were creating issues and she was more on their side like a big clique, I had to remove them all from my Discord And so they all started to, respond with these response videos. And I don't care. I don't watch them. I know that they're doing them, but I don't watch them because I know how stupid they are. Nice intro, Coach. Thank you so much, Junglist. I appreciate it. It's simple and to the point, and I'm going to shorten things up. With the exception of the live streams, I'm going to shorten things up and get the message out there much more clear. It's much better than
By the way, when you help me with mine, I think I know which picture I want to use because for me, I don't necessarily know my way of photo editing and such. Because, like, let's say if I were to take a picture in front of, like, let's say a building, and I just wanted my own image of myself and put it over a background and such, I don't know necessarily how to do that because there's no like necessary line cutting the software that I use that allows me to do that. So because the photo that I want to use isn't necessarily the one that I have on my banner, but one that I took when I was down in Arizona. Me and my fascist blazer suit, if you remember me wearing that.
Yeah, well, I use Adobe Photoshop. I use Adobe Premiere Pro for my video editing. I use Adobe After Effects to create the bumper. After Effects is pretty cool. And I use Adobe Media Encoder to encode stuff. It goes hand in hand with Adobe Premiere Pro. They do cost a little bit of money to use them. So if money is an issue, there are some free programs out there. But, and I use Adobe Photoshop. I forgot to mention the most important one out of them all is Adobe Photoshop because you can create nice transparent pictures. You can create great high quality thumbnails. And even if you can't afford Photoshop, there is a learning curve for it. So you gotta, dude, it's taken me years to master all this stuff. So, I'll get with you behind the scenes. And like I mentioned in my previous live stream, I may end up doing some tutorial videos down the road. In regards to how to, create, how to use a green screen properly, how to use Adobe Photoshop, how to use Premiere Pro. And that all goes in hand with parts of my coaching business because I'm a business and personal relationship coach. I help people not only find their dream job, in the corporate world, but some people want to become a self-employed entrepreneur. I help people make that transition from the corporate world to being an entrepreneur. And I have a lot of experience in what it takes to be an entrepreneur. And let me tell you, using the Adobe suite of products, using the Microsoft suite of products, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook for your email, using all those programs have saved me a tremendous amount of time and have made things much easier and more flexible for me. So I'll probably end up doing some tutorials down the road. And I'm not quite sure if I'm going to, who knows? I may put those tutorials, because here's the thing. I can't give everything away for free. I'm going to give as much away for free as possible. I may put some of those tutorials behind a Patreon. So if people donate $2, $5, $10 a month or so, they'll get those videos, or who knows? Maybe I'll put most of them or all of them out on YouTube. I haven't decided yet. Okay. But yeah, down the road, I will be, doing content like that. Now, let me just read a few more comments here, Angel, and then we're going to have our final thoughts here and get out of here. Such a wonderful theme song. Thank you, Dorothy. Almost as good as Over the Rainbow. Yeah. Somewhere over the rainbow. Let me see. I have a message help for review. Give me a second here. And you know what? That is not even going to make it out there. My spam filter caught a message that won't even get out there. Excellent. Thank you, spam filter, for catching that. Because no one saw. You might have seen it, Angel, because you have mod access. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you read it? I banned it. Yeah. The chat didn't see that because only moderators see it. My spam filter caught it, but we're not going to mention it, which is great because if the spam filter can, when you set your blocked words within your Creator Studio for live streams and comments, if somebody uses one of those words, it'll be held for review and it won't go out to your chat until you either approve it or then you just, delete it and ban the person. So that was freaking awesome. Anyway, let's move forward there. So Angel, final thoughts here, man. What are your takeaways about everything going on?
With Holly and them, like I said, they'll never learn to move on. They'll just continue doing so because people like Joe Buddy, who immediately did the continuation of his Cuckbusters TV series. He did that like during less than 2 weeks when it was informed that you created this new channel of yours. And Holly and them, they'll never learn to move forward, just like how this person, who's I'm guessing is the channel of one of the people that you try to give a chance. They'll never move on. They'll never learn to do their own stuff. Basically, it's like a person doing video response after video response towards a certain asked a certain subject or certain someone if they disagree with, then they won't ever be creative. They will never be very outspoken or any of that. They'll just continue on with their whole charade. But luckily you're moving on, and I'm not going to worry too much. I mean, I just I don't care because in the end, they'll just continue with their hatred.
That was beautifully said there, Angel. I heard what you said, but I'm also getting a message from the former culprit known as Asystole A10. You're not a culprit, Asystole. Great show, by the way. He was like, "What was the message, Coach?" Asystole, it's not a big deal, bro. Dude, God, Asystole, you still want a little bit of the drama, but behind the scenes without having to appear.
I consider Sicily a great dude, and he's definitely like a great person. I'll let you read it yourself. You see that?
Oh yeah, he's getting the hammer.
Yep, I could have done it myself, but I just want to
go right ahead. If you can beat me to it, brother, go right ahead.
No, you already fired him with my pepper. Well, luckily I had the cap on, or else I would cause some major damage to my computer, and I might have had to get some Flex Steel computer spray to repair it.
Angel, you know what the thing is, man, and here's the thing. I'm a very humble person. Some of the things I say may not come off as humble as I'd like them to come off, but I am humble. I'm only saying this because I'm trying to prove a point to the good people out there that are also getting attacked by people. It's not a big deal. You have to just keep moving forward with what you need to do for yourself. Like, look, for me, I say, look, Holly XO, Jamie the Purple Pill guy, what's her name, Rose Blades, or anyone else that has come after me, or anyone else that doesn't have any original content, okay, besides attacking certain people like myself. The moment that you can create high quality live streams and videos like I do, then you know what, I will concede to you. You put a show together like this, live on the air with 1080p HD high quality, with a nice fire in the background, with a nice transparent chat back here, okay, and then a hangout screen. I got to use this green screen back here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you sit there and try to even come 1/10 as close to the quality that I put out there, and then we'll talk. Okay? If anything, my skills have jealousy raging from me. You wish you were capable of doing what I can do, but I'm not here to project that onto you. I'm just calling out the truth so other people that are being attacked by you can realize that you just don't love yourselves. Because if you folks had better things to do with your time, You wouldn't be focusing on making these stupid videos on a guy like Coach Eli or other people out there. We're just average, everyday human beings. Okay? Go create something that's going to make you stand out, make you unique, and make you original. Okay? Heck, I'd rather have you ladies rant about the bad dates you've gone on with men than sit here and attack people on YouTube for what they say. Speak about your own personal experiences like I do, instead of attacking others. I speak on my personal experience and what I've been through. And the reason why I'm even talking about this is not to feed into it. It's because it's part of my personal experience. It's part of my personal experience. And I know other people that are good people are going through it. And I'm here to let them know that don't let it get to you. Don't let it bring you down. Don't let these trolls and these haters, detract you from your message. And don't even think about shutting down your channel or leaving because of these people. Be stronger. Move forward. Do what I'm doing. Pick up the pieces, rebuild, and do it even better. And that's what I'm doing this time around. Go ahead, Angel.
Yeah, that's what you're doing around is just I'm not necessarily say, but I think what you're doing is just sweeping everything under your rug and moving forward instead of just starting a fresh new batch. Because
Right.
for me with my life, I just move forward myself. If things don't necessarily go the certain times around, like how I tried communicating with my dad, I tried getting things pieced together between father and son. But it seems as though he doesn't give a care. He doesn't give a shit. And you know what? I'm just gonna sweep him under the rug because I already blocked his cell phone number and I blocked all of his Facebook accounts. And that's how serious I am. That because if he cannot realize that and just like maybe learn that I still love him and that I still would like to have a father and son relationship, but just have him trust me more, then guess what? You're not worth it in my life, Dad. I tried seeing if you'd be willing to patch things together and doing so, but you're not up to it.
Yeah. And that's exactly it, Angel. Here's the thing. Look, nobody's perfect. People make mistakes.
No.
I will admit when I make mistakes, but again, you know what? I'll tell you honestly, everything that I have been through has been a learning experience in every aspect of my life, whether it's my dating life, my family, my friends, any jobs I've had in the past in the corporate world or any entrepreneurial jobs I've done. Okay. And being on YouTube with my former channel and then shutting it down and coming back with this one. It's all been a learning experience for me. Okay. And yeah, I went through a lot. And a lot of people were saying if I went through 1/10 of what Eli went through, I would have been gone. And I don't blame them. Okay. But I have thick skin, which is why I'm still here, because I have a message I want to get out. And I know there's an audience out there for it. And I also know the audience that was kicking me down is a very minute, small audience. And I kept feeding into it. Because I'm a caring person and I didn't want to kick anybody down. But there comes a point in time where sometimes, like you said, Angel, you got to let some shit go. You got to let it go. And you got to block these people and move on with your life. I tried so many times to reconcile with some of these people, including the Jamies, the Joes, all these people. I tried so many times to take the high road. But you know what? They never changed. They never lost their rage towards me. And even if I made some minor mistakes in the past and I apologized for them 10 times, they never forgave me for it. I have a forgiving nature. I forgave these guys like 25 times. How many more times can a man forgive another man or woman before enough is enough? Now enough is enough. And I've moved on. But I'm still standing. And I'm still moving forward. And that's what I'm telling everyone else out there that, hey, trust me, more than likely, you haven't gone through 1/10 of what I've gone through out here on YouTube. So if you're thinking about quitting because you're being attacked by a few people here and there, Ignore them and move on with your message and keep plugging away every day, because you will eventually hit gold. Trust me. Because there's not a whole lot of original content left out there. All this shit that you see nowadays is regurgitated content. It's regurgitated over and over and over again. Now, don't get me wrong. I talk about things other people talk about, but I put my own spin on it. And nobody else does a show like I do it. This is different. When have you seen a show done like this? Now, you folks are enjoying it, okay? And hopefully, maybe you can tell your friends about it. And maybe they can tell their friends. And we can start building more of an audience here. And then continue to grow the Coach Eli Discord and create a great group of people where we can congregate together and create better good for everyone. That's all I want to do. And that's how I'm going to wrap it up today. Angel, your final thoughts, and I'm going to play the exit music, and then we're going to get out of here.
I just want to give my final thoughts and say to people, just live your life, and like the song, that song earlier, live your life 24/7, because there are 24 hours in a day and 7 days in a week, and you just need to live the life that you want, and just to make sure that you make it eventful and you make it exciting, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of us have our own excitement, but just be your own self. Just do what you want to do, and if someone judges upon you and such, then that's just their opinion of what they think of you, and not everyone else.
Beautiful, man. I'm looking at this fire behind me here.
Yep.
And hearing what you're saying, man, and this has been a beautiful conversation, man. I appreciate you coming on with me tonight. I'm probably going to go live again on Wednesday, probably around 6 or 7 Pacific, which is 9 or 10 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to try to start these shows a little bit earlier so we can get some more people to come on. Just letting you folks know. And tomorrow, more than likely, I'm going to have either a daily walk or an in-studio pre-recorded type of video. But Angel, one more time for shits and giggles, let's do the Coach Eli bumper, because I'll be using that in my videos as well. One more time. Here we go.
One more time.
A grip on life, business and personal success tips. www.coacheliasmelas.com. Down, man. All right. Welcome back. We're back here with Angel Munoz. He is the bedsheet bandit, and Angel, we're going to wrap things up right now. You see,
Yep.
That's how you do it. You transition, you have the music fading out.
Yep.
And it sounds really cool, like right when you're like leading into it, right? You see how smooth that was? And this is live. This is not pre-recorded. This is being done live on the fly through OBS. And this has all taken, an enormous amount of time. Weeks, months to figure out all the audio cables and microphone volume levels and quality syncing issues and all. I mean, it's been a bunch of okay, so Sonny Liston is putting the Z's on there. So Sonny Liston, I'm gonna put your ass to sleep by banning your ass. Good night, good night, Sonny Liston. Good night permanently. But yeah, no, I mean it's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work, but it's definitely worth it. And I'm pretty much almost set. The only thing I have to work on now is I'm going to be working on creating some better thumbnails, and then I'm also going to be like I had my old channel. I'm going to be using end cards at the end of the video, and I'm also going to be using what are those things? Not the end cards, the little links that pop up in the middle of the video, the recommended links. I can't remember what that's called. I can't remember. I'm losing it. So I'm gonna fully optimize the channel, and then I should be definitely back in full force. By next week. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna get some videos out this week. But by next week, it should be autopilot, and my sleeping schedule should be back to normal. Because you know what, Angel? I've been staying up very late to work on this shit till 2, 3, 4 in the morning, almost every night. And then getting up at 8 or 9 or 10 with little sleep the next morning to get this done. So, but once it's done, man, you catch up on sleep and then everything is set up. And then all you do is you create an event, a live event, and then you hit the button and then you go live, right? Or you go and shoot a video, you edit it quickly, you upload it, and then you're done. So once you set everything up, that's a major part of being successful is planning and building the foundation to your business. Okay. Getting all of your ducks in a row, getting everything in alignment. And that's going to take some time and a lot of effort. And if you're working a day job and you want to become an entrepreneur, you're going to have to do all that stuff for your entrepreneurial business at night. And you're going to be losing sleep for a little while. But how bad do you want it? Ask yourself, how bad do you want it? I want it bad enough to the point of where I'm willing to lose sleep to get it, to make it happen. And because I've lost sleep the last week or two, look at the difference in quality of my streams now and what I'm bringing to you folks now. Am I tired? Yes. But was it worth it? Yes. But once I'm done, like I said, with all these tweaks and fixes by the end of this week, I'll catch up on my rest and then I'm all set. Then it's autopilot. So if you want to start your own business and be successful, put in the time and effort that it takes to set everything up properly. And once it's all set, boom, you're good to go for a long time. That's it. All right, Angel, ready to wrap this baby up?
Yeah, I'm ready, and I would like to discuss with you privately, not tonight, but maybe tomorrow sometime. It's just I want to try to get my own bumper created, and I just want to try to do more on my channel, like trying to get the proper setup for OBS, because I've been trying my best to figure it out, but it's confusing because whenever I get to a certain point with the OBS and such, it always confuses the heck out of me.
I'm an OBS master, brother. Brother, I'll help you out. I am the OBS. I need to do a tutorial on OBS because some of the tutorials I see online on OBS, I had to go when I was first learning it. I had to go to like 10 different videos, and then I went online and I was reading the forums and shit like that. And let me tell you, I could do it'll probably be a 30, 45-minute video, but if you watch my 30 or 45-minute video, you don't have to watch 10 or 20 10-minute videos, which is going to be longer. So,
because I was looking at a few videos of how to live stream on YouTube with OBS, and each one didn't tell me how to properly set up a background like the one with your fire in there, because I know you have a green screen and I want to get one soon. But if I want to like have my little camera be shrunk to the side, to have my little logo bumper banner at the bottom with the side chat to the showing up and such, or like let's say to have it be where I can have my camera be moved around for when I want to shift things from like going from the one corner to the other corner of the other side, etc. They never explained to me in several of the videos that I looked at of how to do that kind of stuff, because I want to do more gaming on my stream, but not necessarily like do my PS4. I want to do some gaming stream on my computer itself, because there are some games that I don't have on the PS4 system.
Can you see that?
Yep.
You are the man.
Yeah.
You are the man. And I will teach you. I know this is too funny. There's nothing you can. I'll tell you what. Let me tell you, the green screen, best fucking $65 I invested. You don't have to get like a very expensive one. There's one. I actually, like I mentioned, real quick, Angel. I actually no longer use my Logitech C920 1080p HD webcam. I actually use my Canon Vixia HFR 700 camcorder, 1080p camcorder, and for $130 I purchased what's called the Elgato Camlink 4K, It is a camera capture card that goes into a USB 3.0 slot and connects into the HDMI out of most camcorders or DSLRs out there, and it gives you better fluid video. So, I mean, there's a lot you can do. It depends how much money you want to spend. But even if you have just a a regular webcam, it'll work just fine. And I've actually learned. Go ahead.
Well, believe it or not, let me show you a few things right quick. Some of my old equipment, to give you a generalization, because this was my first ever Handycam from Sony, and it was back when I started my first channel back in 2011, and I did not start posting on there because I have an old channel that is like pretty much abandoned now because I'm not able to log in there because of back in 2015 you had to have everything associated with Google and such, like having a Gmail address. And my first original account was me doing like a movie collection update and posting a few
Nice.
episodes of The Price is Right. And this was my first ever camera that I used on a camera stand. And this right here was my first ever webcam. So something by the name of someone by the name of Dawson, the which is a full 1080p camera. That's 12.0 megapixels photo. And this
Oh, that's
was my
not
first
bad.
ever webcam, and I only paid $20 for it. But the
Wow.
thing is, the difficult thing that I had doing is perfectly positioning it, because when you turn the resolution changes. So I had to always turn this little knob to get the resolution in the perfect clarity, and it didn't have as much of a pixelation or a frames per second ratio as my current one does, because this one doesn't even specify how many frames per second it has, or none of that.
Wow. Wow. Interesting. Hey, real quick, Joe Buddy, the
Yeah.
Logitech looks better. I'm still tweaking with the settings, Joe, because I'm working with a green screen right now. The Logitech may be a little more sharper, but it's actually more jittery. Plus, I'm on a green screen and I'm chroma keyed in here, which is another reason I never use the green screen with the Logitech. So that could be part of it
And I
right there.
know,
It's all about lighting
and
and all that.
yeah, and I will go ahead and say this, Joe.
Yeah.
Even though you're a great guy, I would, if I were you, I would seriously think about maybe coming up with something else for your channel and such, because I've learned that if there's one if a person who creates a channel has one thing focused on what they want to do, but then turns their eyes onto something different and stay on that, because I'm pretty sure you had some ideas in mind of what you wanted to do with your channel, Joe. I would just say to please just make your own stuff, make your own original the
Yeah.
stuff like that. Because I just would like for you guys to move forward and just like not do any of this targeting towards certain people. And I saw that you blocked me, and I'm okay with that. I know that you're probably gonna diss what I say, but I just wish that you could move forward.
Yeah, and real
Uh,
quick, and Joseph Buddy, Joe, no disrespect, man, but I'd like to see you come remotely close to run streams of this quality with all this stuff running together, running smooth and in sync and everything. Okay. I mean, I just kind of threw this together. I'm still working on, getting a better interface for when I get more people to come on the Hangouts. This is the first time I've brought anyone on the Hangouts. Okay. Well, actually, it's over here. For the first time since my former channel was shut down. So I just kind of threw up this screen, over here. Almost looked like I smacked you, huh? Like,
yeah. Oh man.
and Angel, I don't listen to racists who send racist messages. Dude, there's no racism here, dude. Come on, Joe. Dude, come on, Joe. I mean, Ah, I think Joe's one of the more civil ones out of all of them, but he's created such a following, such a huge following with those MGTOW manosphere guys that's his following. I think he is above all of them, but who else is gonna follow his channel in the way that he runs it? He caters his content towards them. But I think Joe's a much better person than most of these people. He's actually a real guy. He has a real job. He's an entrepreneur just like myself. He's got a wife and kids, and he actually, works hard for his shit. No, I don't need screenshots, Joe. I believe it, dude. I believe that people talk shit and sometimes they say things that they don't mean, in the heat of the moment. So, look, I'm not gonna sit here and play this, high school childish game that most people play nowadays. Oh, let me show you the screenshot of the racist remark that Angel made. I don't give a shit. I like Angel. He's a human being. Sometimes things may slip. Okay, but I know what's coming from his heart because I've spent a lot of time with him. And I've never had one bad interaction with him.
Because like you just said, there are stuff that I say that I don't really mean, but it's just that the action some people represent makes them look out that way and such. Because what I've said to you, Joe, is basically like your guys' continuation of making Coach Eli look like a bad guy. Because if you're listening still, you brought back the Cookbusters the live stream on your channel when it was informed that when it was informed that Coach Eli made this new channel of his. And I just think that if a 6 month period of time is long enough for someone to move forward, I think that you guys should have as well. And I just think that you guys are kind of just making Coach Eli looked like a bad guy with the continuous target.
Yeah, yeah. And another thing, just for shits and giggles, throwing in some tech stuff here right now, and from here on out, I started this last time because I have a fiber line, 1,000 up and 1,000 down. I'm streaming this at 20 megabits per second. Okay, most people have an upstream of 5 or 10 megabits. I've got 1,000 up and 1,000 down with AT&T fiber. And I'll tell you, I'm looking at my OBS, 0 dropped frames, and it's been consistent. It's been nice and smooth, So, I can't say that about the quality of, now don't get me wrong, I had to figure out all the tweaks and everything. I had to do some trialing and erroring. But you know what? I can't say that about the other streams I watch. Have all the buffering issues and all of the issues where they can't get the audio from Hangouts to come in properly. And when you're dissecting a video, you have to put the microphone up to the speaker and shit like that. It's like I've got all that shit integrated. So I take a lot of pride in that. My whole thing is, hey, you know what? From here on out, if people want to talk shit about me from any community, come at me with something better. Okay? Come at me with something better. Okay? I'm working hard to do what I do. And I know it's not all about the technical stuff, but that's part of it. Okay? And that's about it. I mean, Angel, any final thoughts here, man? I don't want to go too far into this.
Nah. I just want to say I hope you have a great night there, Coach, and looking forward to your help with OBS soon because I want to try to expand on my channel.
Woo! See, look at that. Look at that nice clarity right there. And you can tell the green screen's around me, but yeah, this camera does well. I mean, it has great focus. But see, I'm also in front of a green screen, and it's all about testing the lighting in the right position. So that's why Joe's probably thinking that the Logitech C920 is a little bit sharper. Yeah, it probably is, but the C920, all the Logitechs, what they do is they use USB 2.0. And what they do is they pre-process they compress the signal on the actual chip, and then they send it to a USB 2.0 port. And if you're using it on a USB 3.0, it's only running at 2.0 speeds because 3.0 ports are 2.0 backwards compatible. there's not enough bandwidth to go in there. Now, I'm using this cam link onto my camcorder, and it's a 3.0 cam link, and it's using the full bandwidth of the 3.0 USB port, which is 5 gigabits. Okay. USB 2.0 runs at a maximum of 480 megabits per second, which is not fast enough to fully uncompress, 1080p HD or greater. But at 5 gigabits running it on a 3.0 port, and if your card supports it, okay, it can run uncompressed 1080p, a 1080p signal. So I'm just working on my lighting, and I'll work on the sharpness, but I think it still looks pretty decent, right? It looks pretty good on your end, right, Angel? Does it look good?
Yeah, it looks pretty fantastic. Because when I'm on to hang out with you, it may be a bit blurry on my end, or a bit like not too great. But on your actual stream yourself, on your channel here, it's perfectly fine. Because the clarity of my image is fine. The fire kind of looks as though it's real when it's not, and you kind of look like a standalone stand-up mannequin doll. Who's there to like move around.
Yeah, you know what I do, Angel, real quick before I play the exit music, is that there's something that's called OBS Cam. It's a plugin you could put in where you can output your OBS screen to wherever. So if I go on someone else's stream, I can use the OBS Cam and output it as my camera input into Hangouts, and then put any graphics below it. Or in this case, I can output the same thing I'm seeing here on my OBS, and that's going out to everyone else onto your Hangout screen, so you can see that. But there might be a little bit of a delay with the OBS Cam, but everything goes out perfectly to the live feed. But even on your Hangout screen, is it still looking somewhat okay? I'm just curious.
Yeah, it looks fine. Cause for me, it looks more like a 4K quality instead.
4K? Well, yeah, it's definitely not 4K, man. My laptop can't handle 4K.
Well, it kind of seems as though, because it kind of seems as though it is, but I know it's not.
No, it's 1080p at 30 frames per second. I can't even run 1080p at 60 frames per second on this. I can run 720 at 60 or 1080p at 30. I have tested the max capacity of my i7 quad-core 3.1 gigahertz processor. It's a third generation processor, and now they're on the 8th generation. So, sometime down the road, I'm within the next year or so, I'll probably end up getting a new laptop. Maybe, like I said, maybe I'll go with an i9. At that point, I'll save up some good money, and then at that point, I'm going to be even more dangerous. With the fiber line, I'll be broadcasting at 4 freaking K, man. It's going to be sick as hell. But that's down the road. We're good enough right now. So, yeah. Angel, I want to thank you, brother, for being here. I'm going to wrap this show up right now. You can take off at any time. So let's play the wonderful Coach Eli exit music, Ethan Nixell's Double Helix. Let's wrap this baby up. All right. You've been watching another impromptu live edition of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. I've been your host, Coach Eli, a.k.a. The Morning Rooster. And just for you, a Sicily 810 out there, I know you're listening, and I know that you're getting butterflies in your stomach hearing that morning rooster and hearing Ethan Nixell's Double Helix song. You love this. Just for you, a Sicily, I'm going to give you a double dose of the morning rooster. Wow. All right. Like I mentioned, tomorrow I'll be back more than likely with either an in-studio pre-recorded video or a video from the park, walking. I even forgot what my actual, I haven't done one in a while. Walking with Purpose edition. Oh my God. I've just had so much going on lately. Angel's been crazy, but I may be doing a Walking with Purpose edition of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli from the park tomorrow. Or if it's raining, I'll be doing that in studio version. Then Wednesday, I'll be back with another live stream. It'll be an impromptu live stream, maybe another fireside chat, or maybe some other topic. I'm kind of just winging things right now for the time being until I wrap up all my changes by the end of this week, and then everything will be back to normal by next week. Then Thursday, I'll be back with another in-studio video or video from the park. And then Friday, you may get a live stream or a video. We'll just see how it goes. With that being said, everybody, have yourselves a great night. And I will see you all soon. Good night, Angel.
Good night.